Hey, I'm Brian for PSVR Without Parole, and this is the Perp Games VR Showcase. 2023 is the year of VR, with new hardware, games, and players all diving into virtual worlds for the very first time. Today we'll be showing off Perp's PSVR2 game lineup, how developers are using the incredible technology of PSVR2 to push their games further, and we've also got a few surprises up our sleeves, including a giveaway. So, let's start off with some new and spooky announcements. The award-winning and world's scientifically scariest horror game is about to get a whole lot scarier. Wear your brown pants because Madison is coming to PSVR 2. Check it out alongside some of our other new announcements.
In local news, the remaining belongings in the Hale family estate were finally auctioned. Among the auction items were paintings by as well as some gold and diamond. Most noteworthy was Miss Hale's precious instant camera, which has finally found a new owner. Which has finally found a new owner. Which has finally found a new owner. Which has finally found a new.
Hi there, this is Alexis Di Stefano, creator of Madison and founder of Lotus Games. As you may know, last year we teamed up with Perp Games to release Madison on consoles, both in digital and physical. And we can't be happier with all the love and all the support we received from all of you since day one. So thank you so much for that. For some of you, Madison was the scariest gaming experience of last year, which is completely amazing. But now, we are ready to move forward and take it to a whole new level, making it even scarier. Since release, we have been working on some exciting things I wish I could reveal. But today, I'm here to announce that Madison will be coming to the next generation of the PlayStation VR headsets, the PlayStation VR 2. So get ready to experience the game like never before and face your fears in virtual reality. Stay tuned for more updates.
Torpedo! Finish him!
Why are you teaching me a high level of violence?
This is your new protocol. Find me. Okay, then let's shoot faster and with both hands.
Get him! Use the bastard! Miss!
Ah, come on, motherfucker, remember!
Done. Looks like that's all. Now it's your turn.
Hi, my name is Vaya. I'm working as a project manager in Splitless Studio company. We are presenting Afterlife VR, that it is quite interesting immersive horror VR game that's showing really interesting places like mental hospital with many mythical creatures and also strange and dangerous patients that our main character, Adam Bernard, need to move forward and find his sister that he lost in mental hospital. So what is our concept and what kind of mechanics we developed? Our talented team develop many interesting mind games and puzzles that our player need to think many times how to solve, how to combine that everything to have a great solution. Also, we develop quite interesting artificial intelligence, and our enemies fully different. And in some situation, player need to fight with them face to face, and some situations he need to hide and wait the best moment to continue the game. Our game is available on Steam Market. At this moment, we're actively working to port our game for new generation PlayStation VR. And yeah, so everything going in right way, and let's say we keeping finger crossed to wait the best result. See you.
Hi, my name's Duncan and I'm the creative producer for Ghosts of Tabor at Combat Waffle Studios. Ghosts of Tabor is a multiplayer VR survival military shooter set in post-apocalyptic war. It's inspired by games such as DayZ, Escape from Tarkov, and Arma, where your objective is to scavenge, complete scenarios, and survive hostile environments. The team have been working tirelessly to build and shape the world of Tabor as we approach closed beta launch, and things are ever evolving. We've continued to add to the arsenal of weapons, armor, and attachments, while keeping mechanics as true to life as we can. Your own personal bunker is expanding with all the facilities such as your armory, weapon crafting, the trade room, and much more to come. The maps of Tabor are growing, where you embark on PvPvE raids with the alluring promise of returning with good loot. Alongside the environments, we're developing the AI Phoenix faction and expanding on them with varieties such as Phoenix bosses, where there's high risk and high reward. And of course, the brand new Tabor Marketplace, where you can visit the different vendors or head down the player-to-player flea market. We want our players to feel the ownership and accomplishments of their playtime. This level of immersive and owned persistent VR play space with hard-felt consequences and multiplayer dynamics, we felt has somewhat been missing in the VR space. Closed beta launch for MetaQuest, PSVR, and Pico is planned for the end of Q1 2023. And we're excited to announce that the launch on PSVR2 is coming in Q3. So from all of us at Combat Waffle Studios, we simply cannot wait to bring you Ghosts of Tabor.
ディレクター、ミニシナリオライターの横岡直です。
アートディレクターの源津です。
ディスクロニアの舞台は未来の海上都市です。この都市は AI によって管理され、犯罪発生率が 0.001% に抑えられています。プレイヤーは過去を見ることができる特殊能力を持った捜査官となって、この都市で起こるはずのなかった不可解な殺人事件を解決することになります。過去と現在を行き来しながら事件と都市の謎に迫っていくストーリーとなっていて、日本のアドベンチャーゲームの文脈と世界の SF 作品のエッセンスを取り込んだ日本のスタジオからしか生まれない世界観の VR ゲームになっています。
今作では映画やアニメに入り込んだような、その世界の主人公になったような体験を提供するため、ただのアニメ上ではなく納得感のある非写実的表現を追求しています。光の面や物の配置等にこだわっているため、歩き回るだけでも楽しく、その世界で生きるキャラクターの生活が感じられるような空間作りが実現できているかと思います。
プレイヤーは捜査官として事件解決のために動いていきます。現場に仕掛けられた謎を解き、襲撃者から身を守り、法廷に立って真実を表明します。それぞれの場面に応じたゲームプレイが用意されています。映画のようにドラマチックなストーリー展開で先が気になって一気にプレイしてしまうと様々なメディアからも好評をいただいています。
VR ヘッドバンドディスプレイの限界を追求した拡張の表現にぜひご注目いただきたいです。市民の夢が統合された世界を約5000匹の魚が優雅に泳ぐ景色は圧巻です。ぜひ VR 上で体験してみてください。
マイフィライスとは前作のアルトレースでも数々のゲームアワードを受賞するなど物語と VR を融合させたゲームで世界中から評価を受けているスタジオです。今回のディスクロニアは前作からアクションの自由度を革新的に進化させたインタラクティブなアドベンチャーゲームとなっていて、 PSVR2 のユーザーの皆様に必ず楽しんでいただける作品になっています。ぜひプレイしていただけると嬉しいです。
Thank you.
Thank you.
VR was undoubtedly designed for horror games, putting you right in the middle of extremely tense moments that are sure to get your adrenaline pumping. So both Madison and Afterlife are perfect additions to your PSVR2 horror catalog when they both release later this year. Although playing Madison in VR might make you want to sleep with a nightlight on. Desperate Vladivostok is a bullet hell action game set in the post-Soviet era with awesome cel-shaded graphics and intense action. Ghost of Tabor lets you dive into an online, multiplayer military shooter where you and your team need to use strategy to survive. Or you can become a detective where you rewind time and alter the past in an award-winning narrative in Dyschronia: Chronos Alternate, which is coming to PSVR 2 at launch on February 22nd. But don't worry, we're only just getting started. Next up, we have another surprise announcement.
Hi, it's Frankie from Perp Games, and we're excited to announce that Synth Riders is back and better than ever on PlayStation VR 2. Dust off your freestyle dance shoes and jump into over 58 free tracks, catching the orbs with your hands and following the rails of long notes. The game's remastered visuals create a more deeply immersive experience than was previously possible, looking simply stunning on the premium displays of the PlayStation VR 2. Nuanced controller haptic feedback adds to this immersion, giving players better real-time feedback as they feel the rails like never before. Plus, colliding with in-game obstacles just got real thanks to the unique headset rumble only possible on PlayStation VR 2. Players will feel each wall contact, adding to their immersion. SSD optimization means Synth Riders can take advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware to create a more seamless experience, with all transition and load times dramatically reduced. Multiplayer is finally here. Have great laughs using power-ups, taking on your friends to see who's number one. And we are proud to announce on the Perp Games VR showcase that Lindsay Sterling's Underground experience will be free from February 22nd to March 22nd. We'll see you on the rails.
Yes, the freestyle dance VR rhythm game Synth Riders is coming to PlayStation VR 2 digitally on February 22nd and physically on March 10th. You can also get a free upgrade if you own the game on the original PSVR. Plus this time, there's multiplayer. Finally! So you can battle your friends in head-to-head dance-off battles. But there's even more. If you get the game between February 22nd and March 22nd, then you can download the Lindsay Sterling Music Pack for free. And don't forget, we're hosting a giveaway at the end of the showcase, so stick around to see what you could win. Now here's a collection of games that'll be available both digitally and with a physical version published by Perp Games. From hunting for survival in the jungle to becoming a lightsaber-wielding Jedi and bounty hunter in a galaxy far, far away. Here's more of what Perp Games has to offer.
I'm Jake Casdall, the creative director and art director on Song in the Smoke Rekindled.
I'm Colin Williamson. I'm the tech art director at 17-Bit.
And this is our volatile and yet genius sound designer, Allie, who's bravely volunteered to get into the jungle and show you guys all the cool new tricks that we have pulled together for this amazing remastered version of Song in the Smoke.
Boy, sure looks better than the old one.
It sure does.
My gosh.
We spent a lot of time in lo-fi, and now we have moved deeply into hi-fi. The point is, we were able to up-res everything. I mean, there's so much more powerful, so much more raw power available on the PS5. But with the kind of expanded runway we had for this thing, we were able to go in and add a bunch of stuff that was either new or had been sort of played with before, but we sort of ran out of time and weren't able to kind of capitalize on completely. And so this really is more than a remaster. It's also sort of the ultimate version of the game.
So fortunately, we got to work on the headset has head rumble. Whenever you step underneath a waterfall, it just kind of wobbles your head around and plays effects on
when you jump into the water, which is really kind of compelling. Yeah. The sense controllers are fantastic. When you pull the bow back, you can really feel the struggle of the arrow in the bow. This game was designed over a long course of time. You know, it was a long production. Great partners gave us, the opportunity to give us a lot of time and effort into this thing. We're making our first survival game, and we designed a bunch of survival systems sort of built in tandem that are robust and really fun, but when they're all turned on and they're all kind of cranked up, it's too much for new players. So we decided to add a kind of a specialist mode, kind of an expert mode, which we kind of jokingly in-house call a Jake mode, because I'm always playing the game, and I always want to be challenged by it. It was kind of stashed in as a patch for the previous versions of the game, but now it's a lot more front and center. But I want people to play it, because anybody who has played the game before, especially if you've beat it and you want more, this new mode is incredible. And with the new free movement stuff that we've added, now you can free jump. It basically becomes a full-blown first-person action game.
Right, because before we had a teleport mode, but a lot of people felt that really took them out of the whole VR experience.
Combat actually really changes against some of the harder enemies because you can kind of scramble really quick, and you can jump around and jumping in the air and smashing guys. It's like there's a whole new element of sort of intensity and combat action to the game, which is really cool. One of the coolest new features we'd like to show you is the eye tracking for the jumping. Before you would use your hand and you would have to point at everything, but now with the power of the PlayStation 5 eye tracking, you can actually, pinpoint exactly where you want to move to. And we do have fall damage. It's pretty gentle. We didn't want people to be too, hemmed in by that. He's not going to make it, folks.
Now he's going to starve to death.
It's not a good shot on the run, bro. What are you doing?
You're higher on the food chain. We did redo all the cutscenes in terms of lighting and adding a bunch more interesting effects. So.
Well, these are sort of visions that you get once you've sort of satisfied the level requirements for each mission that kind of give you clues on how to hunt the boss. It's phenomenal. It's so cool, and we're so proud and so happy that this thing gets to go out with this Ultimate Edition and be a launch title on PSVR2. We want to thank Sony for all their support.
And if you're a superstar who bought the original PlayStation VR version on the PS4 and you're lucky enough to get a PSVR2, please download your free upgrade and give it a shot again.
Enjoy it. Get wet. Get deep. Get cold. Have fun. We'll see you guys on PSVR2. See ya.
You know, rookie, I was young once too. Before me, an unexplored valley, promising wealth and adventure. I could only see the riches ahead, but no stone or jewel could satisfy my hunger. Pickaxe in one hand and a revolver in the other. I thought myself unbreakable. I kept digging deeper and deeper. So deep, I faced the darkness within myself. But hey, come on. Don't get spooked now, newcomer. Let's dive into this adventure once again.
Hi, I'm Ari-Matti Piippo, the game designer for Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a Weird West mining game with an eldritch twist. You can play it solo or with up to 3 friends. Collect riches, upgrade your equipment, and follow in the footsteps of the treasure hunter Clayton to unveil the strange history of the valley and the ever-shifting caves below. Now that introductions are made, I'm very happy to announce that Cave Digger 2 is coming to PSVR2 on the 22nd of February. PSVR2 is the coolest thing in the VR landscape in a very long while, and we wanted to take full advantage of all the possibilities that it has to offer. Let's start with the graphics. PSVR2 already makes the game look so much better, with improved frame rate and resolution over the PSVR1 version. We were able to rework the visuals with 4K textures and more dynamic lighting. The shadows look much better and the draw distance is doubled. It's fair to say that the game looks the best it ever has. Now, let's get to the cool part. PSVR2 allows us to have more fun with the controller's triggers and haptics. We have customized them both for various uses. We used adaptive triggers for the revolver by mimicking a real-world double-action trigger. While exploring the valley, you'll discover that interacting with different elements will produce specific haptic feedback, meaning that there won't be any generic rumblings going on. We've also taken advantage of the headset's haptics for signaling player damage and explosions. Since the new headset has eye tracking capability, we just had to use it. Now you can see where the other players are looking in multiplayer. It was an easy thing to implement, but allows for a much more expressive co-op experience. This is the first time anyone's done this, so that's pretty cool. Finally, we've got some good news for PSVR1 owners. If you were thinking of upgrading your headset and you already own a copy of Cave Digger 2 on PlayStation 4, you will get a free upgrade to the PSVR2 version. Remember to check out Cave Digger 2 for PSVR2 on the 22nd of February. We hope you are as excited as we are and can't wait to hear what you think about all the new features.
Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition is an action-adventure VR experience that gives you the opportunity to team up with some classic Star Wars characters and go on some adventures of your own through the wilds of Batuu. You'll be able to meet and interact with new characters like Doc Ondar, who you're able to visit in the Star Wars parks right now. But you'll also be able to interact with classic Star Wars characters like R2-D2, C-3PO, and even Jedi Master Yoda. When the game releases as a launch title exclusively on PlayStation VR 2, it will be released as the complete experience, meaning that players will be able to play through the full story and all 3 tales from start to finish without any additional DLC. What we've done is we've taken Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge and we've rebuilt it to fully utilize all the new features that PlayStation VR 2 has to offer. This new hardware allowed us to utilize the high visual fidelity capabilities that the PlayStation 5 is known for. The game includes smooth frame rates, eye tracking, advanced foveated rendering techniques, and more to really bring the Star Wars galaxy to life. To really feel the gameplay and story, we've also implemented the advanced haptic systems that are found in the headset and PSVR2 Sense controllers. These make it so that whenever a player picks up a blaster or a lightsaber, it feels and interacts the way that they would expect it to, and further immerses the player in the Star Wars universe. Players will also be surrounded by dynamic soundscapes and rich 3D audio, which we worked with Skywalker Sound to create. It's this special blend of accessibility settings, immersion, and storytelling that creates a Star Wars experience that all fans can enjoy. Combined together, all these features and more will bring fans into a galaxy far, far away in an even more immersive way as they live out their own action-packed Star Wars story on PlayStation VR 2.
Song in the Smoke Rekindled actually looks better on PSVR 2 than it does even on PC VR. So just wait till you get to experience it for yourself on February 22nd with a box release planned for March 17th. Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder is the most polished version of the game yet. It includes an awesome upgrade system, and my personal favorite, a shovel that doubles as a grappling hook. I can't wait to dive back in on February 22nd, with a physical release coming March 3rd. Or become a bounty hunter, Jedi, or even a droid as you fight your way across the galaxy in Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition, meeting characters like R2-D2 and C-3PO. It's a must-play for any Star Wars fan, and it releases digitally on February 22nd and physically on April 7th. On behalf of everyone at Perp Games, thank you so much for watching the Perp Games VR Showcase. But before you go, we've got one last treat for you. It's one we're very excited about. This is VR Skater.
This is Andy from Deficit Games, and I'm so excited to announce that VR Skater is coming to PSVR 2 and PCVR this summer. VR Skater is a street skateboarding game designed from the ground up for VR. It lets you experience skateboarding more immersively than ever before in a video game.
What's your purpose? What's your purpose in this push?
The controls are based on what you do with your feet in real life. And if you have experience with real skateboarding, you will feel at home right away. Like real skateboarding, VR Skater is all about creativity and improving your skills. So you'll spend a lot of time practicing and repeating, but the rewarding feeling after landing a difficult trick is simply priceless. And when you can't get enough, the super responsive controls always give you the possibility to make even more complex combos.
On the keyboard, long ass post, no we won't click see more. Who are you to tell me what to do? Took a deep
Over time, you'll notice that your skateboard is wearing out. But that's what the VR Skate Shop is for. Here you can always find fresh decks, trucks, wheels and grip tapes.
south sipping bourbon and them herbs getting rolled on your mixtape. Who mixed this? Get your shit straight. Can't skate with the pros without grip tape and them weak ass beats and that low bit rate. This that.
For now, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.
Yes, the PlayStation VR2 version of VR Skater is coming later this year. And now, it's giveaway time. If you want to enter the giveaway and have a chance of winning a copy of every single title that you've seen here today, follow Perp Games over on Twitter and find out how you can get involved. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next gen, which, amazingly, is just days away. Bye for now.